The DVD was called The End of an Era, and now that's the thing we talked about then, nowadays. This is the beginning of the new era. Do you feel it like that? That it's actually the beginning of a new era with Anette?
I don't actually. I think the title of the DVD is a bit misleading. I mean, for many people it is the beginning of a new era, but the way I see it is like we just continue from where we left off. I mean, just one person in the band has changed, and the new album is a real natural sequel to what we did before in the previous album. Not much has changed, in my opinion, except for her. So it's not like we're starting off a clean table and beginning a whole new era.
For you, it might be kind of different.
But of course, it's something new for me, for us. So, but I must agree. I don't think it's a new era for the band. It's the same band. Of course, it's a big change to change a vocalist, especially after 11 years. Well, a new start maybe in some way, but era is maybe a bit too big. Continuation.
Yeah, the family is the same. We just divorced one and remarried.
Remarried, a new one.
How actually did you get to know yourselves in this relationship?
I found him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like his eyes?
I don't know, maybe the ass, I don't know. It was
Can we see it?
No, it's there somewhere.
He's hiding it.
Okay, we all know.
Kids are watching this. Yeah.
The kids are watching this. We all know there's been this casting for the new singer, and I read that you didn't actually plan to take part in it. But why, in the first place, did you take part in it after all?
It was a friend of mine who thought I was gonna apply, and after a little thinking, I was like, yeah, what the hell? Give it a shot. I really didn't think they would be interested, since it was such a different style in my voice from the former singer. But you never know. So it was like a just shot to see what would happen.
In the last interview, you said you're looking for a personality who doesn't only have a good voice, but also a personality you can cope with. And I read on the website that you stated on your portrait of yourself that it's very important to be yourself and not to play a role. Would you say that she is the total opposite of what was Tarja?
Not the total opposite, not at all. But I mean, what really caught our attention in her was like, what's the English word for it? She's present all the time. She really says everything immediately. She laughs a lot. She there's nothing fake in her, at least so far. Don't change.
No, I would try.
And I mean, she's really, really ordinary in a good way. Just like the rest of the guys in the band, we are also really, really ordinary. There's nothing fake. We don't have to play a role.
So do you think that these kind of, let's call it band politics, will change in the future? Because my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion in the past, was that the band was very much placed around Tarja because she had that very unique voice, and she was kind of the front woman. And now, also starting with once Marco with a also very strong voice came into it, and now it seems like the band with you as the new singer has like at least 3 main persons. You as a songwriter, Marco, and you as the 2 vocalists. How would you comment from that?
First of all, I think it was totally okay that Tarja took the role in being our superhero. I guess nobody in the band had ever anything against that. I mean, we were merely happy that she took the pressure from the media. She was the face and the voice. So that was never a problem. But after what happened, like, they started to focus on other members as well, especially me. It's kind of sucked, but was understandable. But I just see this band as 5 equal persons. I mean, this really wouldn't work without, if somebody left, it wouldn't work out. And even though Nightwish is kind of like the soul image of myself, I could never do this by myself. Not to even start with. That's the way I feel. So it's a band where everybody has their own place.
Okay, Tarja left a huge heritage. Do you feel any pressure to live up to that?
Well, of course, it's like a person that has been in this band for 11 years and built up the vocal and the image of the band. So, of course, it's a big thing to come after. So, of course, there is some pressure and nervousness, but I really try to not think too much about it. It would be really hard for me, and I think it's better just to try to be myself.
Does the band as a whole feel certain pressure or a special pressure after the huge success of Olzon?
It's a weird thing actually, because nobody during this whole process has felt any pressure. I mean, people seem to think that we are under a lot of stress with this album and everything, but like the songwriting process and recording the album, it has never ever been so fun, so smooth, even though it took ages to do this album. But we never lost hope. The pressure, the back pressure was never there. And we always had confidence that the right girl lies there somewhere for us. The material is good, the feeling within the guys in the band, it's really back there, so to say. So the pressure was never there. Kind of weird. It was amidst all the bittersweetness that we went through, there was a strong sense of relief as well. And still is, especially now. She's there.
Okay. When did this relief start?
It started at the end of 2005.
Okay. Yeah. The album seems to be an attempt to top everything that's been there. It's longer, it's darker, it's more heavy, and it's yes, it seems to be the non-plus ultra Nightwish has ever done. Was that a goal?
Not really. I mean, I think the key factor in making an album, starting with the songwriting process, is that don't think too much. And in a matter of fact, don't think at all. Just start doing songs about things that you feel like doing at the moment when you're doing them, and just let it flow. And see what you come up with. Then introduce them for the band, arrange them, and see what you can come up with. And for various reasons, this album just ended up being so massive, so long, and so heavy and dark, like you just said. But none of this was ever intended beforehand.
Okay. Maybe it was a result of the long time you had for it?
Maybe that too, and I think the main reason for that is that I basically did all the songs in 2005, early 2006, and a lot of hassle was going on in the band and in my personal life at the moment. And when you're doing songs in such a state of mind, they end up being what they are.
Okay, so
not the happiest time of your life. So.
Okay, so it's kind of a reflection of yourself.
It absolutely is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So did the other band members to take part in the songwriting, or is it? I know that you are main songwriter and you decide in the end what's going to end up in a song or on the album. But did the others have a part in the songwriting process?
Yeah, they did. There's one song entirely made by the guitar player, Empu, and one entirely made by Marko. And the funny thing is that even though this album is full of all kinds of crap, like orchestra and choir and gospel choir, I mean, there's like 130 guest musicians in every single song, something like this. It still, for me, feels like the most band record that we have ever done. And this is because there's more collaboration from the other guys, and we spent like 2 months just rehearsing the songs almost every single day and arranging them as a band. So amidst all the chaos that's going on in the album, you can hear that the band is there together tighter than ever before. I could be wrong, but this is the way I hear it.
Everybody has to admit that Tarja has a very unique voice, and I cannot think of any other voice that sounds like hers. If you like it or not, it's another discussion. What do you think? Are you more comparable to other bands now?
No, I don't see it like this. I mean, I get your point in a way that she doesn't have like as distinctive of a voice as Tarja had. But I mean, there is definitely a reason why she's sitting here right now, and that's because we all felt that this is exactly the kind of voice and person who can tell the stories of Nightwish songs the best. You know, the first time we heard her, it was like instantly clicking in our heads. Wow, what is this? It just fits there so perfectly.
Yeah, definitely. When you hear the music for the first time, it's definitely Nightwish, the music, but you have to adapt to the new voice, but then it fits perfectly. And the first time I thought, okay, I knew this voice from somewhere else, but you haven't sung in any well-known band before, have you?
No.
Not just the cover bands?
No, I sing in Allison Avenue. So it depends on if you have listened to AOR or not.
Yeah, no
But
idea.
no, but I think I had like kind of similarities with some singers. And I sound Swedish, I suppose.
You sound Swedish.
Some people say.
And how does that sound?
Like ABBA.
ABBA, yeah, that was the first thing that came
Many
to
people
mind.
have said that I sound like I'm made by an ABBA.
Okay, so is that a compliment for you?
Yes, it is.
You like ABBA?
Yes, and a huge band, and Anette is one of the greatest singers. Has been in Sweden.
People have this weird tendency to always grab some detail when they listen to the music. I mean, they always focus on the voice and the least bits and pieces of the voice and the vibrations and everything. Or then they listen to the guitars, or they just listen to what the song is about, or just listen to the lyrics. You always have to think about the wholeness. And some people are saying now that now the real special element is gone from Nightwish. So it's just like any other female-fronted metal band. And I couldn't disagree more, because if you think about all the elements that we have, it's like one big unity of everything, and everything's really carefully thought of.
Yeah, definitely.
You shouldn't just pick up one thing, listen to the whole package.
The music is still very recognizable. It's the arrangements and everything. It's still very Nightwish, and I think your voice fits very well. Because I had some problems in the beginning because it was a change, but I like the album, even though it's very, very complex and very dark.
Yeah, when we heard her voice and she came to sing the new songs, I think at any point, let's listen to her voice with a stethoscope, like that. It was just immediately when she started to sing like Eva, Cadence of Her Last Breath. It just sounds so bloody good. I don't know what there is, and you don't need to know. It just fits to the songs and we're happy. This is it.
And it's all about taste when it comes to voices. No one can explain why you like a voice and you don't like a voice, I think. Either you like it or you don't. And I think that sometimes, as you say, you need to listen maybe 2 times or 3 times to adjust. And maybe then it's like, okay. So voices are difficult to analyze, I think.
Until today, I cannot tell if I liked Tarja's voice. It just fitted in the music. But I cannot tell if I like the voice or if I dislike the voice. It just fitted in there. So it's just exactly what you said.
It's something you feel if you like something. It's the same thing with music.
So how much has your life changed since you joined the band?
Well, it's still kind of the same life in many ways. I mean, I'm still the same person, and it hasn't changed that much more than that. I have been in some magazines and in some TV, and I've done a lot of traveling in a couple of months. So it's still the same life, but of course I have another job, and I am in another kind of family too. I have two families now.
Okay, so are you commuting from Sweden to Finland and back, or?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. You're a mother, I read. How will you manage that with your family, with your actual family?
Well, I think it will work out just fine. I mean, there are a lot of people traveling, and of course there will be, like, the state tour is 5 weeks, and that's a really long time, especially for my son, of course. I've been away like 3 weeks, and he really missed me in the end, but he knows, and he's so proud of me, and you know, with all the communications we had today, computers, SMS, and stuff like that. I call home a lot, so he can hear my voice. So I think it will be like, of course it will be hard for him, Mom is not home, but there are many times when I will be just away, maybe 1 week, and then I'm home for a while. So I think he will get used to it, you know. Kids are good to adjust. Here we go.
But I can imagine it's not that easy that your mother is a rock star from today to tomorrow.
Well, you know, he's known it, and he has had to keep it a secret for many months. He was like just bursting, and he wanted to tell everyone. And if we go to a store, he always wants to mention, "Hey, can I call you Anette from Nightwish?" Yes, he does, and he is so proud if he sees me now. But he starts now, like, if he sees me somewhere, yeah. So, you know, the big thing is maybe a bit overblown, but I think when he sees me more like maybe video in MTV and stuff, and when people around him, the kids in school, I mean, he's only 6 years old. I think when he gets like maybe 8 or something, they will grasp it more, the other kids. And hopefully they will think he's cool and not the opposite.
So, have you ever had the dream of becoming a rock star when you were a kid or something?
Not a rock star, a famous singer. It was my dream when I was a kid, when I was like really kid. Then I was just wanted to be a singer, because that thing with famous was a bit like, I didn't know if I wanted to be famous in that way, because I saw how all the celebrities had it. I grasped that quite fast. But a singer, I really wanted to be a singer.
Okay. How was it with you?
Never ever. And I'm being honest, I always wanted to be a marine biologist. I wanted to see how the whales mate.
So you have to do that when you retire?
I'm gonna do it someday, yeah. The whole thing is like one big accident, a really happy accident. But I wanted to be something totally else. I played the classical clarinet and the piano, for God's sake.
So symphony orchestra was a dream?
Not really, I didn't like the clarinet either.
No,
So.
no, clarinet is...
Playing with the whales.
Yeah.
Then I just started to do songs, and then it just happened. This is what I want to do.
Yeah. What kind of a feeling was it for you when it all went through the roof, when once you got that huge success? Did you actually expect that?
We never expected anything, and I think that's one of the strengths of this band, not to expect anything. And I also think it helped us a lot in a way that we had quite like this gradual process with the albums and the sales. So we didn't like hit it once and big. But every single album has like gone ahead of its predecessor. So everything happened during 10 years, going up and up and up and up. So you have had the time to adjust. I mean, if our debut album had sold 1 million copies like once, we were 19 back then, I think we would be something different today. That's dangerous stuff.
So you think you have to have certain maturity to stand such a success or such a twist in life?
I think it would help.
I think so too.
So talking about the upcoming tour, it's starting in October. What will it be like? The last one was very huge and monumental. Will you try to top that as well?
Well, I think it's gonna be a bit longer even now. There are gonna be more shows. There was something like 140 shows last tour, so it's gonna be a bit more this time. Gonna last about 2 years. Monumental, yes. Long, yes. Big stage shows, yes. Lots of fun, yes. Lots of early wake-ups, so yes. So it's all gonna be there. Really looking forward to it.
So, you have been not touring since the end of 2005, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you looking forward to it? To being on the road for 2 years?
I don't think about that 2-year thing, you know. I think it's better to think the present and just, you know, take one day at a time. But of course, I know it's 2 years, but I focus on the first lap, you know, until Christmas, and then we take the next. I really look forward because now we've done so many things. We've done videos, we've done photo shoots, we've done promo tours, we've done studio, but we haven't played. And I love to sing, so I really look forward to sing now. Yeah.
So, do you like singing the old songs?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Which one's your favorite?
Well, Hide and Hope is nice. Ever Dream Sun is actually nice too.
Okay. Could you give us a sample as we're filming it?
Oh, every time. I don't know what to sing today then. And I'm very sleepy and tired. What should I sing today?
Which lyrics can you remember?
The sun is sleeping quietly, once upon a century. Wistful oceans calm and red, ardent caresses laid to rest. Well,
Yeah.
for being not warmed up. So.
Okay, I think that's okay for two.
You think that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's gonna be good. Trust me.
Well,
Good. Okay, I think that's it.
okay, thank you. It's so hot.
Alright, thank you. Okay.